Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Bridgewater. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Ready, black 25. Check, check, 154. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Short, short. 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Check, crouch, crouch.
Jameis to throw it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense, pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. Jameis now on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Letting one go deep. And this is caught by Watkins for a Denver touchdown. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Don't you run it. All day, just like that.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, here's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Mike's 50.
Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Bridgewater. He is going to find Hill here. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 33. From the gun, Bridgewater. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Mike Gesicki, 33 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Winston. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tony Pollard, 38 yards. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Aaron Jones, 77 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting...
And Winston lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Black 25. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as they have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A running play there. Going to get 10 and a quick first down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Hank's almost going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said, to pick on the opening drive. Second drive, not much better. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Play fake. Bridgewater. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Third down here. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Bridgewater again. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here we go. Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A huge play there for Denver. 45 yards. On 1st and 10, Winston. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, Winston. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
That's going to be a long day. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
To the air again with Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, it's Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Chris Herndon there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Winston now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. To throw is Winston. Complete. Smith has it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But
he'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. This is Jones. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. Bridgewater now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Winston. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Tony Pollard his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
Let's go, baby.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive. But this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
You don't want it. 25, check 25, check 25.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Winston. Herndon's got it complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.